Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. We are live today. It is November 30th, and today is a live stream of my completed pages. So I colored from 29 books. I think 6 or 7 of those were PDFs, so it was really 22 books. So a lot of those were PDFs. I have some other stuff to show you too that my nieces sometimes and me color together. So the kids colored some stuff today in the stuff. So I don't know who colored what and how. But I can show you what the kids colored. And then I also have some little sketches I did in here if anybody's interested in seeing little sketches. Yeah, I got this at a Joann's by my brother's house when I stayed with my brother for a few days earlier this month. So I also for Thanksgiving this month, I wasn't feeling very well this month. Sometimes my autoimmune acts up. So, we have always, I don't know why this always happens. It always pulses this camera. I don't know why, but my nieces colored this page. This is my niece's stuff. So this is the names of my nieces are Hazel and Sila. This one was from Hazel. This is what are they now? 3 and 5 or 4 and 6? I don't remember. But this was from the older one, Hazel. So she colored this picture, and I got this picture from Christmas Cuties by Rachel Mintz. I have to print out more of these because they took the only 2 pictures I colored from this. This is probably Hazel who colored this. So she loves the squiggle and she loves unicorn. So that was a freebie. Then this is an Eva Nook, and they like to color animals. So this is from my nieces who colored all this stuff. So but some of you would like to see what my nieces colored when they were here. So here's this one. They colored a little boy. This is what Ozzy looks like, the French bulldog, kind of. So then they colored this picture too. So that's what the kids colored when they were here. So I'd like to show you guys some different things. And then here are some little things I did when I was in my brother's house. Colored some things and I did some little sketches. Thought this would be a little fun to do. And then I did some stuff here. You do stuff here and there. You do little sketches. I was trying to do roll with things in there. Then I did this little house. I didn't finish coloring in it, but as you guys can tell, I was trying to do a mushroom house. It's not a fully done picture. And then I was doing a mermaid. That's about all I did in sketches. So these were not my best work, but it is what it is. So now we go on to PDFs. And I did do a buddy color this month. So if anybody is interested in learning about that, I did do one buddy color this month, but yay me. So this is Beautiful Witches by Botanical Nook. I did this in markers. It's like I actually was a carryover from last month. I had started it, but I didn't finish it until the beginning of this month. So this really was meant to be an October page, but I never got around to it. Then this is another one from Botanical Nook. This one is called Christmas Love. I did this one. I believe I did this one with Soho's colors and some gel pens. I did that. Then this one, I did this completely in colored pencil. This one was done with various markers. Hi, Robin. How are you? So I did this one. This one is, I think, Holiday Hair by Deborah Muller. This one is from Coloring Book Cafe. This I got as a PDF because they were offering a sale on it. This is called Christmas Gnomes by Coloring Book Cafe. I used a lot of, I think I used, what did I use? I did use my Copics and my budget-friendly markers, which are starting to dry up. So I've already had to replace, I've already gone through about 20 of the 168, maybe 24. So there's that. I did that one. This one was actually an older PDF that I had. I hadn't realized I had it. This is, what is this one called? Oh yeah, you saw the pretty girl. Don't worry about that. This one, I did this with pumpkins. I just liked having a dog, and I was trying to make him a golden retriever. I did this one with markers. This was Favorite Pages Coloring Book by Coloring Book Cafe. This is an older PDF book I have, so. And now this was my buddy color with Misty. So hold on. This one I did with Soho colored pencils, Prismas, Colors, and I do know I did it also with gel pens. As you guys can tell, doesn't really show up in the camera, but there's little gel pens. You see it on the little green dots. That there is a gel pen, so even the wings have glitter on them. Doesn't show in the book, really. Such a shame. This was the buddy color I did with Misty. Country Girl, New York City. Hold on, I just got a messenger. Oh, hold on. I gotta answer my sister-in-law back for a second. So hold on, let me get onto the Instagram to show you Misty's picture. Hold on, let me go on Instagram and get Misty's picture. And I'm sure I can find it. I did that with Misty of Country Girl, New York City. So here it is. You guys want to see a big version of it. Yeah, I know. Here's Misty's version of it, right? Misty always has a lot of stuff in her books. Here's Misty's, if anybody's wondering. This is what she colored hers, and this is mine. So you guys are wondering what she did with hers. So I don't know how to do that. Like, look, you insert the picture in there, and other people do that. So I did that. That was fun. These are like the PDFs that I keep loose. Now, this was the last picture I did, and this one isn't even yet in the book that's being done, but it will be probably. This comes from Nori Art Colored, and this is from one of her brand new PDF books. She does a lot of it. This is called Wiccan Wonders by Nori Art. She's an Etsy artist, so as you guys probably have guessed, I did gel pen markers for this one. So, I mean, when you see the gel pens and it works really well, it comes out really nice. So I really enjoyed doing that one. One thing in some pictures, when you take a photograph of them, no matter how you photograph them, they don't always come out as well. Now, I did finish one coloring book this week, so I'm going to go to the top 10. This isn't I kind of tried to sort this out in some kind of order. So, I got this. This is on the top 10. I think, what did I do? About 5 of these, and I have only 8 left. So I think maybe next month I can finish this book, which would be great if I finished it. So you can tell I'm trying to finish this book. So trying to go to where I have them finished. So I finished this one finally. I'm really proud of these. They're a lot of fun to color these. So this one I colored. This was one that I would say was a whip, but this was not one of the ones I did this month. I think I did that last month. This one was always been a stop, start book. So this month I seem to go on a little bit of a tear with colored pencils on this. So, you know. This one I actually did with polychromos, prismas, and Holbeins. Really had a good time doing this one. This one as well I did with prismas, Holbeins, and my new lost finding the what are they called? The Finding the Lost Girl pencils I did with this one. So I enjoyed that. So I only have approximately 8 left in this book to do. So there is a possibility that I could finish this possibly. And if I finish that, that would make me extremely happy. I did that in colored pencils. Now, this is also another top 10 to do, but I don't think I'm finishing this by next month. So it's not realistic for me to try and finish them by next year. What keeps falling? Something always keeps falling, and I'm not really sure what keeps falling, but it does fall a lot. So, let me see what's falling. These two I did. So I did this with a lot of the budget. I did this with, the kids had just come over and I had just done it. I don't know why I have 2 of them in there. So when I put everything away, I put all the little stickies away too. I don't know why that happens. But I have all these things about the stickies. So I did this basically with cheaper pencils. I think I put this with the colors, this page and some gel pens. Then this one I did with the Lost in Wonderland pencils, the Sohos, the Prismas, the Holbeins. So I try to use a good variety of pencils. So I'm also, because I don't really care for my Soho pencils as much anymore, I'm trying to use those up. So, it's nothing personal against it, but I still have this and this to do. This I have to finish. This I have to finish. This is a whip. This I have to finish. This I have to do. But you guys can see that there's a lot of pages I haven't done. And then, there's a lot of whips. This is what I call the whip book. Whip it up real good. You guys can see that I have quite a one in this book. I think that person who's like picks pages and then doesn't, I start them and then I never finish them. Like this one. We basically know this is going to be all yellows and oranges. So it's just a matter of figuring out when I do it. See, I already made a decision about this, and I'm 50-50 on this book. If I finish it, do I keep it? Do I not keep it? You know what I mean? It's like one of those books you can't determine if you like it or not. For some of the pictures, I don't really care for the pictures in this, but I like our other book, Oak Sagna, which I do have. And for those who are wondering, yes, they're going to come out with another version of Oak Sagna. It was my mermaid that fell. And then I did finish. Yay! I did finish this book on 11/11/23. So we did finish this. But when I work in this book, I work backwards because I learned a lesson about this book. So you work backwards instead of front. I learned that the hard way. So otherwise, you see what happens when you're working in these kind of books. So this one was Japan. and this one was France. I tell you, these books are very good for markers, but they will drive your markers so fast. So be careful when you use these. So I also have to do a finished flip through video of this book. So when I'm done with the, probably you'll see that. I still have to upload another video that I've been meaning to update, but I never got a chance to do it. 300 that I do. Sometimes I do one, sometimes I do two, sometimes I do three. So I did this one this month, which I really like this one. I thought it came out really nice. Actually, I like the pinks, the reds, the yellows, the greens. I actually did this a lot of different colors, so I was kind of curious to see what I could do if I just played. Now, this is a book that I've decided when and if I ever do finish it that I'm not keeping it because it's so big, it's so massive, it takes up so much shelf space. So, and it's nothing against the illustrator. I like mandalas as much as anybody else, but you got to also start thinking about your shelf space and longevity. Then I did Moon Magic coloring book by Chartwell Books. This one, I finished this one. I had most of it done. I decided to finish this one because I didn't like the fact that it was unfinished. For me, I don't like pages that are unfinished, so I probably have a few more that are not finished in this book. So, you know, for me, I'm just going to start doing the books as I see them. Someone asked me, would I keep this one? You know what? I got to wait and see. I can't give a yes or no about it, but this is probably another book I wouldn't keep if I finish it ever. Cute and creepy coloring book. Now, this is one that's supposed to be finished by the end of the year. I'm not going to finish this book, but that's because the paper. And I finally finished doing the background in this one. Yay me! Then the next one is this one, but let me show you. I have this one to finish up. I still haven't finished this one up. I'm probably going to make this a purple background because I still have to color in the rest of this. I mean, this could be a finished completed pages, but I'm going to make this purple. Actually, I'm going to do a purple background in this, but that's the other thing that I haven't finished yet in it. Some pages, I did this before I started. A lot of you remember seeing this one in October. This one took me so long to do. So you guys know that this is just like a book that I do, and I love doing it, but I wouldn't keep it. I think it's cute in its own right. But because, you know, you're limited in, you know, here I'm limited in shelf space. Now, this is another one that I think next year I'm going to try and finish this one. I think this is going to be on my top 10 next year to finish. So I love Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. So, you know, I'm going to give it to my niece done. So I did this one. Remember, we started this on a live stream, but we never finished the page. So I did manage to finish that. And then I did this one. I made it all yellow and green. So you can see that I'm still doing this page. So this is a work in progress. So I'm using many different pencils in this. I am using my Sohos, my Colors, my Holbeins, my Black Widows, Finding the Lost Girl pencils. I don't know why there's a pulse all of a sudden in this thing. Sorry about that. Sometimes I move it and all of a sudden the thing becomes like, you know, once you move the thing, it becomes like, I don't know why it does that. You touch one thing wrong on your camera. Now, this one is another one that I'm aiming to finish. This one I did a lot. Actually, I think I did about 6 of these. I think there's either 8 or 7 of these left in the book. So, what did I used all markers. I used my markers up on this book like crazy. This book is a good marker book. So I did this one. You can tell my marker, my cheaper marker was fading. Did this. You can tell when my markers start to fade because they don't look as thin. So, and in these, you know, the color by number books, the color Questopia, I noticed they use a tremendous amount of blue in them. But that's just my opinion. So I did this one. 6. So I think I have what? 1. I'm very good at the numbers. 2. 3. I know, right, Robin? 4. See, I don't like the fantasy landscapes color by number because it's so detailed. That's the book that's the page that always 5. That's the page that always messes me up. 6. So I have about 6 left in this book. 6. So this is a book that I'm aiming to also finish next month. Sometimes I'll write how many I have left on them. This I have 12 left, so this is a book to finish next year. So that's on the next year list. I already have an idea of what's going to be on my top 10 for next year. So this is the only one I managed to do in the mermaid one. I do like mermaids. I really do. It's funny how much I like mermaids. Then we started off with some Christmas coloring. This is Debbie McComa's Holly Jolly Christmas coloring book. And this is also a Color Your Hoard book for November. I did the first page in this. I have some whips in this book, but I haven't finished it. So everything was like this. So this was Soho's Prismas, the Lost Girl colored pencils. I did a lot of that. And I also used some, like you guys don't see it, but I did use some gel pen on the thing over here. See, it comes out a little glossy, but that's why it does, because it's gel pens. You can use gel pens in this, so that's what I did in this book. Then I did one page in Intricate Flowers by Jade Summer. I had forgotten I even had this book. So it was because I was looking for something else. And it was by the Christmas books. I guess it was in the Jade Summer collection. There, they just gave me, like, you ever get the thing in your live stream where you get the ads? I didn't want ads for you guys, so try not to do that. So then we do this one. This one was done with several different types of markers. As you can see, you can always tell when you get good markers because they leave a little bit of a background. That's how you know your markers are nice and juicy. Then I got this one. So I have quite a few left to do in this one. You know, I think maybe next year I will try it. I'm thinking about putting this one in my top 10 as well. Finish. Next one, Alex, this is my cute books. I know, but you know, like, how much do you pay for you? Do you have to pay for YouTube premium, Robin? So I did one picture from Winter Chibis, and this is the one I did. And you could tell my blue marker was running out. So I've been using some of the cheaper markers instead of my Copics this season, just so I don't have to constantly buy the ink and all that other stuff. But I did buy some Copic marker ink, so because now I did 20, so I moved 20 of my Copics into the 168K. So the thing is full, and so then once I'm done with the full 168 set of budget-friendly markers, I'm moving some of my Copic markers into that case, so then I could have a bigger case for them. But I'm doing it by color family. So this is that one. I really like the red. This is a really nice red. I like this, and I picked some Christmas colors. So I've done quite a few in this one. But I think next in December, I think I might be coloring in this one a lot more. That's always a fun one to do. Now, this is a newer book, actually, guys. So I colored the second page in this month. I actually finished the long-awaited mermaid page. My niece loves purple, so the purple was kind of a nod to her. This, I didn't like the way the purple came out. The hair came out a little too light, so then I darkened it with the Soho darker colored purple pencil, and that I'm not really happy with the way it blended, but I do love all the blues in it. This book has some great pictures in it. I got this Noble, and I really, really enjoyed this set of books. So, you know, just don't discount all of those things that you don't always see at the newsstand, because you get some really good, interesting books there. This is brand new to the collection. This is called Autumn Horrors. I saw so many people with this book. I almost was like, oh. So some of you know that this is the first page. So this was a November coloring page. So I enjoyed coloring it. I love the pages in this. This is a Teresa Goodrich, of course. So now I have a lot of Teresa Goodrich books, courtesy of Color in Heaven. And they're a lot of fun to do. I even got the Christmas Gnomes one. So that I'm working on a page for Friendsgiving because by Candace Color. It's not finished, but you'll probably see that next in December because I'm working on it. You know, here's the thing. This phone, it's like yes, and I did get the new. If anybody's wondering, yes, I did get the new iPhone. It is the iPhone 15. So I traded in my old iPhone. Me and my mother traded in our old iPhones and got a new one. We got a pretty good deal, pretty good value on the trade-in. So I don't know why this didn't give me a blue thing. I did do a picture in this, and I'm trying to find where it is. And I've been coloring this book in order. I think, yes, this is the one. I don't know why my yellow thing went over there. This is the one I did for this month. This is called Lost in Memory. So this is only the 6th page. No problem. Go finish eating your dinner. It's like 12:40 something here. So go do that, Robin. So this is Lana Green's Lost in Memory. I'm not coloring this in marker. I'm coloring this in colored pencil. This is going to be the grayscale book that I color in picture. And, you know, some people go, is that grayscale or is it, you know what? I consider this a lighter grayscale coloring book. It's a nice coloring book. If you have problems coloring in grayscale, I truly recommend you guys color in this book. Get it. It's a really good deal if you can get it. And now we go to my Asian coloring book. This is called, what is this called? Beauty Drunken Flowers. I colored one in here. I did this with colored pencils. I had started, you know, I have a lot of whips in this book as well. This book is, someone says this artist is Dada Mao, but I'm not entirely 100% sure if it's a Dada Mao book. But this book was colored with a lot of colored pencils. I had started it a long time ago, and then I actually finished it up using my Prismacolors. Yeah, I do a lot of my finishing work with my Prismas because I love the stunning work in it. I like the pictures overall, but I don't think I'm going to keep it. You know, it's nothing personal against the artist. I haven't decided. Really, I'm 50-50 on it, but depending on how the images come, I may keep it, I may not. So it's, you know, some of these books are really nice. Now, this one I'm going to keep no matter what. I love Carolina Kubikowska, and a lot of her books you can't get. There's 2 books I want of hers, but I can't get them. They're Imaginary Friends and Magic Hour. I cannot get those books. They're out of print. I cannot get them. I've tried everywhere to get them. I tried foreign places. I've tried Etsy. I've tried eBay. I've tried the Facebook market groups. I've tried Decomade. If you guys aren't familiar with Decomade, it's a place where you get a lot of books that aren't in Etsy and things like that. So, but I did this one. I finished this one. I finally finished this one. Some of the pictures have backgrounds, some of them don't, depending on what they are. But I decided because this one was really orange, it looks yellow and this looks similar, that I tried to make the colors look similar so I could do this one. So, you know, like I have to figure out how I want to do them. Like this one was one I did last month and I forgot to show it last month. So I want to show you. This was meant to be last month. I did not do a background on it just because I like that's part of the story. So keep that in mind. When I first did this, I started using markers and that turned out terrible. And then I had to go and fix those pages in the beginning of the book. So I do not recommend markers. I've seen people do watercolor. Those people know what they're doing. So if you're really good at watercolor, this book is okay. But I'll probably do one of these two next. Not sure what I'm doing next in this book, but I do love this book. And this one I did back in the day with when I had Tombow irritant pencil. So I'm still I gave those away because those were too hard on my hands. Some pencils are really hard on your hands, and you're like, why are they so hard? They shouldn't be that hard on my hands, but they are. And then this is an Erie coloring book. So I guess I did two. So I did this. Oh, yes. See, this is a double. I consider this a double page, but I finally finished this one. This is the magical trip to Fairyland, or fairies take a trip to Magic Land. It's what it translates to. And then I did these two in a double page spread. So this I'm doing in order. So this is I think going to be a fun page. I'm trying to do it in order, but there's some pages that I don't think I'll be able to do it in order, but you never know. So this is one of my favorite books. So, but I'm careful about how I do it because when you work in the Erie books, I find because I'm a hard presser that sometimes the the ink goes right through to the next one. So I try not to, what do we call it? Move the stuff around too much. So that's what I do. This is Nori artworks. I think I'm going to keep this one because I like the pictures in them. I like the way they're coming out. And I did this one. I did this with Soho's, the Lost Girl pencils, and what other pencils? Oh, and Prismas for the skin. The skin, I always use Prismas or I use Black Widows. Hands down, I like using my Black Widow skin tones and my Black Widow pencils. If you guys know anything about me, I got another set of Black Widows. I think the Scorpions on Black Friday. They were like $14 on Black Friday. Someone sent me a link to that. So, but I do like the pictures in this one. I'll probably keep this one when I finish it, even though it's a Chinese book. I really do like the pictures in this book. So this one I'm definitely keeping when I finish it. Some I'm not. Some I'm not. Someone asked me, am I keeping the Kirby's? I have, I'm nowhere near finishing my Kirby book. So, and speaking of Kirby, yay! I did a Kirby picture, Robin. Michelle knows that I don't really do Kirby's all that often. So when you do see it, it's usually because I want to finish it. These two pages have been whips for the longest bit of time. So I finally finished it. Yay, me! I finished a Kirby whip. So I really like doing these two. I thought these two came out really beautiful. I like the colors. This I had a little bit of a hard time with the gray. The gray I picked the gray. I thought it would be lighter and it didn't come out as light, but I actually like it. So that was a good thing. And then this, I was going to do a background, but then I figured, you know what? It already has too many colors. The browns were weird because I couldn't find which brown I had. So I just picked the brown from any set and then boom. I picked that from, which set did I pick that from? Oh, did I pick that? I think I picked that from the Colors, the Color brown in the pastel set was what I used to finish it. And then I have two more. that I did. And this is Manga Fairy Special. This is one of the newer ones that they have. Which issue is this one? This is issue 101. So I did this one. I had started it a long time ago and never finished it, and I did it. We need to see if there's any yellowing on it. And you see, I messed up and some of the blue came off, but I'm probably going to fix that. Or I can probably washi tape it out. If I had washi, I think I have a little washi tape, so I may washi tape that border out. So keep that in mind, and you still see some of it there. So I might washi tape it. It's not a big deal. This is what happens with markers if you're not careful with them. And then the last page that I have done this month is the Christmas special. This is the new one. I think this is issue 107. I think the next issue is going to be that Eureka something. It's going to be the dolls. I haven't gotten my new color in heaven yet, so I've seen a preview of it. I'm 50-50 on that new color in heaven special. It's not that is something I normally don't color. So we'll see. And then I did this one. This one was a November Color Your Hoard. This one was by Daria Kakrasoy. So I did this in colored pencils. And then the little dots here, the little silver dots here, you see, I did that with a gel pen. I think I did that with a jelly roll, one of my old jelly rolls. And then I did this one in colored pencil. Now, the problem I have with the newer issue, starting from issue 102, is that the paper got thinner. Now, don't get me wrong, the paper is always nice. I did this one in green, blues, and reds, and some purples and pinks. So, as you guys can see, I did this one completely in colored pencil. Now, this was a very grayscale image. Now, when people say they can't color grayscale, you can. You just have to be patient with it. It does work. So you see, like Kevin Keogh's art is very grayscale. He is a lot. I love his images. I just wish his books were not as pricey. This is the Art of Beta. This is Linka Palenka. Now, these I saw in her Christmas book. She has a Christmas book. A lot of the images that you see in this Color in Heaven are from that. I have this image as a PDF. Yeah, I do. So I know where the book is from. I've never heard of Purple Rose Connection before. This artist is new to me. Marina Art. I wanted to do more. I think I will do more in this book next month. It's just a matter of when. Know what I mean? So there's a lot of artists in this that I have never seen before. And sometimes that's a good thing. And I really enjoy all of these images so very, very much. See a snowman. You can't have Christmas without a snow, reindeer, or Santa, right? So I hope you guys all love this finished pages video. Everyone stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, be good to each other, wear your mask, stay safe, and be thankful for your loved ones, and everybody have a good day. Bye.